Hello everybody, what's up? Today we have a big one. I think it's the biggest one we had on the channel ever. The D-Rex, or Distortus Rex Island Escape. This one is huge. It barely even fits on my tiny little poor excuse for a recording desk. Anyway, it looks amazing with the D-Rex, with Dolores, with Ruben Delgado, his daughter, of course, the boat, which I'm excited. The little shoots out that right there, shoots the buoy and the harpoon there. Of course, the best part, the little stick. Only reason I bought this, totally. Of course, the main attraction, for lack of a better word, the D-Rex. Backpack, you know, we've seen the front. Let me see if I can turn this around without knocking off my phone stand. Yep, nope, that's not possible. Okay, so here's a look at the back. Comes what it includes. There, with the D-Rex, Ruben Delgado, his daughter, I forget her name, I'm sorry. The stick, main reason we bought this set. Boat, Dolores, the true villain of Jurassic World Rebirth. The harpoon gun, or harpoon on the boat. First initial looks at it, looks pretty cool. I've been wanting it for a while, as I'm sure we all know. Not doing me any good in the box. Like I said, not doing me any good in the box. I say we take it out, so. Got my knife right here. So. Oh my god. That cracked the front, dude. Ooh. Ooh, dude, I swung that open and it cracked the front. Okay, okay. Where do we... It's on the back, right. I'm gonna come back to you guys once I open this thing. Here's it, out of the thing. Let's see if I can cut this right up here. Dang, these zip ties are thick. Mattel really does not skimp on the packaging. Thank God I got this knife. Ah, perfect. Little more cutting on the tail. Just one down. Nope, there's more on the feet. Perfect. That's the D-Rex out. We will review him last. Now for the boat. Little cut right there. Is this? Okay. These, I think I could just pop out, except for Ruben. He has. Let me move the D-Rex over. Let me pop the tail in. This is my first D-Rex, by the way. I didn't get the other one, so this is my first. So, yeah. But we will save that for last. Ruben has... Cool little boat. Ruben has zip tie. I'm just gonna... first impressions of him. You know who he reminds me of? Red Shirt Owen, who we reviewed in the channel earlier. I'll come back to that. Ruben's daughter, I think it's Isabella. Correct me if I'm wrong. I do forget the name. I do forget the name of these two. I think this is, I'm like 90% positive this is Ruben Delgado. Probably messed up the name. And I think this is Isabel? I don't know. It's been a while since I've watched Rebirth. Her backpack, which I'm not necessarily a big fan of. I'm never going to use this again. I don't really care about it. Cool, you know, whatever. We're going to be saving the best for last, the stick. I hate when Mattel, like, does that. It gets on my nerves. Oh. Fudge. I'm genuinely, like, convinced that Mattel's packaging hates everyone. Like, it's not gonna fall out from inside the box, Mattel. Chill. You don't need to Like, the amount of security they put this dang packaging through is unnecessarily insane. Like, chill, Mattel. I hate Mattel packaging so much. Well, Dolores flew. Okay. But one thing I don't hate, you'll figure this out about me, Dolores, that cool tops, is I love multi-packs. I always have. With multiple things in one pack. I love them. They're phenomenal. I, like, have a lot of them. Is this? And I probably shouldn't be cutting towards me, but I don't really care. This means the boat is there. Oh, you're kidding me. You're absolutely kidding me, bro. Like, Mattel, chill. Oh, it's this way. I'm kind of... Mattel, ain't nobody trying to steal this, bro. You can chill. Now, please. Bro. Who is in charge of Mattel's packaging and who hurt him? Or whatever. Who hurt them? Okay, this is cool. This is what I like. And, of course, this. I don't really like it. Like, it's a fun play feature, sure. But I don't really like it when Mattel puts the launchers on stuff, you know? I don't necessarily like that because, for me, I like realism a lot, you know? So, let's get this packaging out of the way. Okay. I like realism a lot, so I don't really like it when Mattel does that, but for the sake of the review, I have to review it. What I do like about it is sort of like the InGen truck with the Parasaurolophus. Has the little storage holds for them, I guess, and I can just shoot stuff. Let's see, we got this D-Rex. Whoa, scary D-Rex, whoa! Pew! That was underwhelming. Okay, I was... Oh, scary D-Rex. Pew! What the freak? Mattel, I am incredibly disappointed. Okay, that one shoots, but the harpoon doesn't. I am incredibly disappointed in that. I'm not going to use it anyway, but, like, still. Oh, scary D-Rex. Okay, at least it does that. At least it does that, but... I'm still disappointed about that harpoon. Oh, now it shoots. Great. Anyway, whatever. I'm not going to use that anymore, so I can go off to the side. Anyway, D-Rex later. Stick for later. Let's start off with the boat, because I've already sort of talked about it. Boat, really cool. It's got the wheels in the bottom, so it can go. See, it goes to my desk. Got the little storage parts right here. You can see there for those two. That shoots off. So, I don't know if you want someone like, I don't know, just random Ceratops sitting next to me to just, like, you know, smash it and it just shoots off. I don't know. That's the boat. That's pretty much it. Nothing special. Just regular boat. The engine, like, twists and turns, which is kind of cool, you know. So, if you ever want to make stop motion of dinosaurs in the river, get this set for the boat. It's cool. Let's get the knife out here. Next, Ruben Delgado. Different from the story pack one. I don't have the story pack yet. That's on my next to buy. Like I said, it reminds me of Red Shirt Owen, which we also reviewed on the channel. His face is sort of... I guess you can see it a little better without the lights on, but his face is sort of kind of distorted, I guess. I don't know. Of course, next to Red Shirt Owen. Don't really have much to say there. Standard issue Mattel figure. Isabel. I will add that to the many, believe me, I have a lot of these. Many figures with the flappy coats. One good comparison one good person to compare her to is Darius, young Darius. They put up the yellow jacket. I do like how Mattel does the jacket with the sort of material. Her jacket, it's a poncho. It's very incredibly similar to, what's it called? Ellie Sattler's jacket. So, her shirt doesn't have anything in it. Her face, I guess they did a good job on the face. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't, like, her shirt or something have, like, a pelican on it, or maybe, whatever. I don't know. It's been a while since I've watched Rebirth. This, like, just arrived, and I was really excited to get the toy out of the box. I didn't do my prior research. The backpack could go on, there's that. Backpack, cool. Like I said, like with Ruben Delgado, there's not really much to say. It's just a standard issue. Get these guys out of the way. Now, you could also have her with Dolores, Oh my god, guys. Yippee! Dolores! It's not. No. There we go. If we want to get the Rebirth cast together, hold up, ignore the truck. I just thought that was a good frame. I got Dr. Henry Loomis and Zora Bennett from the Spinosaurus Danger Pack. Those two. I'm not going to go into detail with them. Martin Krebs. Terrible guy. I hate him so much. And then Ruben Delgado. Simple. Not much to say. Just is what it is, I don't know. I don't have Duncan. Now, for the big part, the stick. I know everybody's buying this fourth stick. It's the best part of the set. If you're under the ages, or if you're between the ages of 5 and 13, and your parents kicked you out because you were playing too much video games, the stick becomes a gun. And once this little handle breaks off, it becomes a lightsaber. That's it. We all bought this for the stick because, you can play, cool play feature, if you just go, bam, home run, I guess, I don't know. Obviously the most overpowered counter to any dinosaur, if coming up on you just go, pow, boom, and then it just flies away, overpowered, this stick, it's amazing. This is Mattel's finest craftsmanship ever. I am super excited to get the Ruben Delgado pack where it comes with another stick. I know. It's so beautiful. I'm so excited to get another stick. And that's the part that we all been waiting for. The Distortus Rex. The big man himself. The reason we bought this set. Aside for the stick. Really cool first impressions. He got rubber teeth. So, B-word. You can't eat the stick. Or, not the stick. You can eat someone. I don't know why I said the stick. You can hold the stick in his little T-Rex arms down there. Which, honestly, compared to other T-Rexes, are actually really big. Like, for example, if we take a look at the T-Rex over there. Sorry, just had to reach a little bit. With the one with Darius and Bumpy. Or Darius, not Bumpy, and Blue. That little pack. He's got much smaller arms than the D-Rex. I don't know if anyone's noticed that, but I just did. Yeah, D-Rex, Mattel, washable tail, little skin coat on the foot right there, just in case anyone wants to get that. Arms are movable. The hands are posable, which I do like. So, it can't pick up someone. So, if you want to reenact the best scene in the movie, where Martin Krebs dies, you can just, there we go, Perfect. Beautiful. The hand, let's go down to ground level, for lack of better words. The hands can be there, little arms, cool, amazing. No toe printing, which I'm kind of disappointed about. I don't know why Mattel doesn't do that. No hand printing. I feel the fingers will be big enough to do that. And without its front limbs, I guess it can sort of stand without its front limbs, but if its limbs are high enough, it just won't stand. It's smaller than the other one, I think it's Rumble and Rampage. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But there's a theory going around. I kind of think, personally, theory time, guys. I think that this theory is kind of correct, and that the theory is that there might be 2 D-Rexes. And, low-key, I don't know. I think it might be correct. A lot of people are saying it's just, sort of director error. I don't know. Anyway, that's it for the D-Rex Island Escape set. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was one of my favorites to film. So glad that I got it. And, please go check out my shorts, because those are really good. Check out my other videos, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Goodbye.